Look around this room right now and notice everything you can see that's brown, okay? Close your eyes.
Okay.
Tell me everything you just saw that was red. Now, obviously, you saw a lot more brown, didn't you? Because you're looking for it.
Hard work is the goal. And so it's not like work hard so that X, because as soon as you have a so that, then the X is the thing.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
If you will say before you go to sleep, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me tomorrow.
Hey, how's it going? Kareen, how are you? Welcome to Mindset Monday call. I think this is for some of y'all, this is the first one.
This is my first one.
Okay, amazing. Well, welcome. So basically on our Mindset Monday calls, what we want to do is go over a video or a couple videos, and talk as a group with it. Because the biggest thing that we want to do is instill in our brain, how can we look at adversity as an opportunity? That's one of the first things, right? Because the mind is so powerful and you can actually start to recreate your reality, the way you start thinking. In your body, we have such egos. Our body wants to listen to our mind, right? Our body wants to always prove our mind right. So the two things that we want to talk about is how can we look at adversity as an opportunity, right? Because when you're going through injuries, you're going through these different issues, right? Knee pain, knee injuries, it's tough. It's a battle mentally, right? And what we want to do is how can we look at this as an opportunity? It's an opportunity to come back and be better than before. It's an opportunity to come back and showcase how much of a warrior you are. Opportunity to inspire other people by the way that you come back, the way that you respond. And if you look at adversity that way, if you look at life that way, there's no way you can lose, right? So that's one of the first things that we're going to do. So first and foremost, I want to play this video. Cole, how you doing?
Sorry, man. I'm driving, so I'm just listening today.
Good. How we doing? Awesome. So we got let's go to the first one. So we got this one. This is one of my favorite videos of all time. It's Cole. You've seen this one. We've watched this before. I just want to showcase this one, especially to all the new people. This video changed my life. I can honestly say that. It changed my life. I tore my ACL for the first time. This video was played the very next day in the team meeting in front of the whole team. And it just really registered with me because it talked about how can we look at adversity as an opportunity for everything. So I'm going to share my screen right now and we can watch it.
One of my direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, boss, we got this and that, and the other thing. And I'd look at him and I'd say, good. And finally, one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem. And he said, I already know what you're going to say. And I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good. He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good. And I said, well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out. Good. Got beat. Good. And learned. Unexpected problems. Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't get startled. Don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, now you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Awesome. Man, that's so good. That gets me fired up every time. Makes me want to run through a brick wall every time I watch it. But basically, the whole mindset there, and some of you guys maybe have seen this before, he's kind of like a little bit of a hard ass a little bit, or like everything's just good. But what he's talking about is, at the end of the day, life is all about perspective. And when bad things happen, Kareen, your ACL, right? Valerie, you ACL as well. Like when you have these issues, right? It's tough and it's a battle and there's adversity and it sucks. But the crazy thing is there's always some good that comes from it. And it always is good if you look for it at the end of the day. right? Got injured, sprained my ankle, got tapped out, got beat. Good, you learns, right? And I always talk about this for myself because I think one of the worst moments in my life was tearing my ACL for the third time, right? That was my third meniscus too. I was done playing football, which crushed me. That was my life. But what's crazy is what seemed like one of the worst moments ever ended up being one of the greatest things ever. Because here I am now. I started learning that there's ways you can come back and be better, right? I started the Kneehab Academy, and it's crazy. That's how life works. I'm a big believer in that everything in life happens for you, not to you. But the thing that we got to do is we always can control how we view it and what we look for at the end of the day, right? Because there's always going to be good in every single situation. I love the line, God never says oops. There's never a mistake, and I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. I think I said this to you, Cole. How here it is. I'm reading the book right now, and it says the idea of life not going your way is only an illusion. Life is always going your way. You were just unaware of your path. That's pretty cool. There's no mistakes. So I think it's cool that Valerie, for you coming back from your injury, it's like, man, how great can I be? How good can I come from this? I want to showcase that. I want to inspire other people the way that I come back. Because it's always going to be good. But does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Awesome. Any thoughts? I know, Kareen, I think, you've been working with Jordy a little bit, right? Oh, I think you're on mute.
I'm working with Colby. He's been awesome.
Well, hasn't Jordy been talking to you a little bit or no? No, he hasn't talked to you. Okay, never mind. He's does mindset stuff. We'll get him talking to you later. Yeah. Awesome. But yeah, perfect. So that's the first one. I have another one that kind of relates to this. We can find this. So kind of like the whole what you're looking for thing. Because I want us all to follow along with this right here.
When you believe something's true, you'll find evidence for it.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little test. Look around this room right now and notice everything you can see that's brown. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Tell me everything you just saw that was red. Now, obviously, you saw a lot more brown, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're looking for it. Open your eyes. Now look for red. Look for red anywhere you can find red. Any place you can find red.
Okay.
Okay? Did you find more red this time? How come?
Because I was looking for red.
That's right. Once you develop a belief, you find what supports it. So watch this. You will find stuff that's not even there in order to be successful. I bet you saw some beige, called it brown just to feel successful, did you?
Right over there.
I bet you saw some things burgundy and called them red just so you could feel successful.
I factored in some of those now and later.
You see what I'm saying? If you think you're screwed up, you're messed up, you're going to find and you're going to color yourself that way. Whether you think it's true, whether you think it's not, it's going to be true for you. In other words, whatever you believe is self-evident. You reinforce what you believe.
Wow, that's pretty good. I love that right there. You can always find what you're looking for and you reinforce it too. I don't know if you guys have done that before, but you look around the room and it's like, if you're looking for red, you're going to find red, but then if I ask you, well, what's everything that's blue, you're not going to find the blue. You're not going to remember that because you're not looking for it. And that's the same thing for life. You can always find good when you're looking for it. So my challenge to all you guys is ultimately this upcoming week and through this recovery process, I want you to always try to find the positives in everything, the training, right? Everything, and I think one of the coolest things is being grateful as well. Grateful, in my opinion, I think belief and gratefulness are the two most powerful, feelings in the world, because when you're grateful, when you're thankful, you cannot be upset. You can't be mad. You can't be scared, when you're grateful. So my challenge to you guys this week is, okay, think about what am I grateful for my situation? And I think that goes to show about life is all perspective too, because there's another video that talks where Kobe Bryant is talking about how in life, there are so many greater issues in life as well than his injury. When he had his Achilles injury, he's like, there are far greater issues in the world than my torn Achilles. And it's I'm thankful for the situation that I have right now. Things could always be worse too. So while you're grateful, you can't be upset. You can't be mad, and being grateful is so, so powerful. So one thing I asked of you guys, if we want to go around right now, we can start with Cole. Because Cole is always a good example to start with. What would you say the biggest thing you're grateful for this week?
Well, for me, getting started in Kneehab, that'd probably be my first and foremost one. Another thing for me is getting really small wins with my knee. I have those every day where I'm just thankful for you know, when I get done working out, I'm like, thank God I did that, man. I mean, I feel so much better right now. So, yeah, those for me are like daily. I get those daily. And then
Yeah.
starting a rehab, that's a big one for me.
Awesome. Isn't that crazy when you never regret? I forget who said this, but you never regret like working out. You might
Yeah.
like at the time be like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. But when you leave the gym, you never regret going there.
Yep.
Kinda
Yeah.
cool.
Definitely. 100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Valerie, what about you? What'd you say?
Yeah, well, sorry for my voice.
No, you
I
did.
would I would say well the same thing for Rehab Academy. And since it's it's really it's a hard process. Like just getting over this injury. Like the people that support me around, like the people around me, like I'm grateful for them.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. I love that. I love that. Well, cool. Chuck, what about you?
I just signed up today, so
I know.
grateful to have found you.
I know. How about that? Welcome to Mindset Monday.
Yeah, and right
That's
on time.
amazing. I know, literally perfect timing. That's hilarious. Who signed you up today? I forget, did Walter or was it Liz?
Liz.
Liz did today. Okay, yeah, awesome. I was actually just chatting with her about 30
Yeah.
minutes ago. You know, so that's super exciting. I'm super excited for you. Let's get you feeling amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go crazy. I would love for you to come to these Mindset Monday calls as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because that was one of the things too that I had said to Liz is that the injury and the constant pain have just been a drain on my mindset as well.
100%. It's a battle, and that's one of the toughest things is like, because when you have these injuries, you have this situation like it's more than just like you just feel limited what you can and can't do as well. Like the things that bring you joy. You're like not able to do those things anymore. On
Exactly.
a daily basis, or like the fear of like, am I ever going to be the same again? And what I'm saying is, no, you can come back and be way better. So, and just understanding that, because it's so true. You can train your body to come back and reach a whole different level that you never thought was possible. And that's what I'm excited to see with you. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, we do got to move on. There's a few more videos I wanted to showcase, and then this kind of relates a little bit to you guys were saying. It's a very short clip. I love this. It's kind of a different mindset of like, how can we change our perspective as well? I'll just play it and then we can explain it. Move you guys. Hold on. Okay.
Hard work is the goal. And so it's not like work hard so that X, because as soon as you have a so that, then the X is the thing. But if the goal is to work as hard as you possibly can, then the only real output we have is who we become along the way.
Man, that's so good. That's so good. Oh my gosh. I got like chills. I got chills. So I've seen that so many times and I still get fired up. But basically, I think one of the hardest parts of coming back from an injury is looking ahead. I really believe in setting goals. I think you should set goals. And I think that you should want to ultimately like manifest, speak your reality into existence. But it's always tough because you're like, man, I'm so far away from my goals, especially if you're early on in recovery. You're like, man, I'm so far away. I have such a long path ahead of me. And I think one of the best things to do is make the ultimate goal, the daily goal, do everything I can, work as hard as possible. And that's winning to you, right? So winning becomes, did I give everything I could today? Did I work as hard as possible today? Because I think winning and losing is all subjective, right? It's all perspective, right? And winning starts to become a habit too. So if we can change our mindset as success is working as hard as possible, then every day you will succeed. You will win by just working as hard as possible. You stack up those days. That's how you come back and you're better than ever before, by doing everything you can today. And that was one of the coolest things, best advice I ever received was treat every day like it's the Super Bowl. Treat every day like it's the national championship, like it's a one-day battle. Don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow when we get there, right? Don't worry about 6 months from now. Am I going to be back to 100%? Do everything you can today. Because if you do everything you can today, you're going to like the result 6 months. So winning becomes, did I work as hard as possible? Did I give everything I got today? Did I do my routine today? Okay. And if you can lay your head in the pillow at night and like, oh, I did that. Awesome. You won. And I think that's so cool. And then it talks about the real output is who you become along the way. And I don't know, I'm sure you guys have read the book, Atomic Habits. But there's a line in there that talks about actually I just became like a reader recently, so I'm excited to dive into these books. But it says, decide the type of person you want to be. This is how you this is how you ultimately achieve anything. Decide the type of person you want to be, and then 2, prove it to yourself with small wins. Right? So he talks about the real output is just who you become along the way. So decide who you want to be. Well, the thing I just said there, I'm a reader. I'm going to prove it to myself. I didn't say I want to start reading. I'm a reader. So that's how you guys can start doing it too. Like, I'm an athlete. I'm going to be back better than ever before. I'm going to have bulletproof knees. And then prove it to yourself along the way. But yeah, does that make sense?
What was that book? What's the book's name?
It's called Atomic Habits.
Okay. Can you show us the cover?
Yeah. Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a classic.
Okay.
You gotta tap in. Yeah. Yeah. That one, and then this one right here. I'm reading a book that's called Outsmarting Reality. It's really good. Really good. Yeah, I think it's great. So highly recommend those books. Amazing. I'm at still a 4th grade reading level, so it takes me so long. I'm
No, I know. I'm a terrible reader.
Like, the last book I read prior to this was Magic Tree House. So I'm trying to step it up. Amazing. So I got one more. We got time for one more. Here's one that we can do as a group. We'll do 2 more real quick. This kind of relates to the hard work thing. Just a quick one with Jordan Peterson.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. So the question is, who should you defeat in the final analysis? And the answer is, you should defeat your former self, because you're the one who's had all your advantages and disadvantages. And so if you want to compete fairly with someone, then you should be competing with you.
Yeah. So I think that's also a good way of putting it too, is the ultimate goal, work as hard as possible. But if you want to compete against somebody, the only real competition is going to be against yourself. People talk about that for swimmers or golfers, people at tennis. It's just beat your best, beat your personal best. Because that's the ultimate fair matchup. And then if you just keep trying to beat your former self, that's how you ultimately get better and better. Don't worry about anything else. And I think that's something too that drove me and Cole. We chat about this if you want to add to this, but the whole curiosity thing of how great can I be? How much better can I be? And just that, because ultimately what we're doing is competing against our former self.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, it's funny you say that, because I've been documenting this on my Instagram a little bit. And for me, really, it's just a curiosity thing. Like Matt just said, it's where can I get to? How far can I take this? Because really, what else are you going to spend your time doing? In what pursuit are you after? If you're not going after this in terms of how far can I take this? How good can I make myself? Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
100%. No, it totally does. And I think that was a cool thing. We've talked about this before, but how great can you be? Coming back from this, after your injuries, and Valerie, how long ago was yours? It was not, you had something happen in September, didn't you? Something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a problem with my knee in September.
Yeah.
And really ACL November. Well,
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah.
Yeah. It was during summer.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
For you, I think the coolest thing is, okay, for coming back from this, it's how great can you be? Can you get to 120%? Can you come back better?
Yeah.
And the answer is we don't fully know, but let's find out. Let's find out how great you can be. And I already do know. The answer is yes, you can. I already do know. The answer is 100%. You can be way better than ever. But let's find out how great you can be. That's something that we had a chance to listen to Steve Young talk to our team. This was in 2020. He came and talked to us. And he said that's what drove him more than anything was can I be as good as Joe Montana? Because Joe Montana was the guy before him. And Joe Montana was the king, won 4 Super Bowls. And he's I don't know if I can, but I do want to find out. I'm so passionate about what is my ceiling. I think we all can figure that out. What is your ceiling? With the situation that you have, what is your ceiling? Can you come back better than before? And I think that's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
That Cole was
I
saying
believe that I can come back. better.
100%. Yeah, you will. You will. It's already done. It's already gonna happen. And then the last thing is this, because I got like 2 minutes. I want you guys to listen to this, and we're gonna try this as a group this week.
If you will say before you go to sleep, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me tomorrow. And if you'll say when you get up in the morning, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. And if all day long you say, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me, you'll find that as you go to sleep the next night, and try this today, it's a very powerful exercise. It sounds a little bit corny, but it's a very powerful exercise. If you'll try it, you'll find that when you go to sleep, you will not be able to think of all the wonderful things that happen to you. You'll just be surprised that your parking spaces will open up and friends will call and you'll get checks in the mail. Just your life will be a series of really positive, happy experiences. So always expect the best. I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today, and by the inexorability of a law of nature, it's going to happen to you. I can assure you it's happened to thousands and thousands and thousands of our graduates who will literally astonish you the effect of this corny little exercise.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to the whole, you can always find what you're looking for. So I want you guys to try that this next week, every night before you go to bed, and I'm gonna do it with you guys. Just say, I believe something wonderful is gonna happen to me tomorrow, and then in the morning, real quick, I believe something wonderful is gonna happen to me today, and then you'll start noticing it because you're gonna be looking for it. It's like I think it's called the woman in the red dress effect, but I always call it the Tesla effect. I don't know why. I think I made that up. It's just like when Teslas first came out, I started like really looking for them, and then all of a sudden everybody had Teslas. And everywhere I go, I'm like, everybody's got Teslas. I'm like, wait, that's crazy. It's like as soon as you start looking for something, you find it everywhere. So that's what I want you guys to try. If that's cool with y'all. Amazing. Well, cool. Well, that's all I got for today. I appreciate all you guys coming. I hope you guys learned something. Chuck, I'm super excited for this journey. Let's go crazy. Let's crush it.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Looking forward to it.
Amazing. Well, it was fantastic talking to you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and then yeah, we'll go from there, and I'll see you guys again next Monday.
We're
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. Good talking to you guys.